You got water? All right.
I've got water.
Hey, everybody. This is Angela Wilkinson, host of the Awakened Goddess Show and founder of Spark Spiritual Academy. And today I have my dear, dear, dear friend, Shakima Martinez, who is a business strategist. And so we're going to chat about kind of like, I think we're going to pull back the curtain and show how, we've known each other for a long time. We've masterminded for, I think a year and a half now. And we've known each other for, how long have we known each other?
It's been about, I want to say 3 or 4 years. 4 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of have the scoop, like our journey. Each of us, we haven't really. Let me just say we've both had our moments where we kind of had hid in the background and not really owned it in our businesses. So we're gonna chat about that because I think we've all been there. So let's just dive in and start there.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So I'll let you go first in terms of let's share how, what are my things? How have I not owned it in the past?
Oh dear Angela. I just have to say that Angela is an absolutely amazing person who I have had the pleasure of knowing for the past few years. And when I met her, I remember thinking, this woman is like a ball of energy and light. She is just happy and energetic and passionate about what she does, and that was really refreshing. That was it was during a time where I was transitioning and kind of moving into entrepreneurship, and then I met you at a women's networking event. Anywho, what I've noticed over the past few years is that you are incredibly amazing when it comes to promoting your brand and the guests on your show and everyone else. And Angela's like such a ball of light and energy, and she wants to help, which is amazing. But I want you to promote you. And so that's been one of the things that has come up, and it's like, girl, you need to own it. You are the driving force behind all of these amazing things. You are the driving force behind the show. You're the driving force behind Spark Spiritual Academy. You are the one who's running the show there. So you just need to own that.
Yeah. So, I think that's like so right on that. And I think that a lot of us entrepreneurs do this. We have great ideas and we put them out there, and we have this beautiful brand, or we have this thing that we want to project. I know, when I was fresh out of graduate school as a therapist, we were trained to kind of be this blank slate. And it was like I felt like I needed to be perfect. I had to fit in this particular role. I need to be the professional. It was all about the client. It was all about the patient. And I had to just kind of be this blank slate. And it was interesting because I think that's what kind of trained me to put myself in the background versus really say, hey, this is my work. Now it's the Awakened Goddess Show, it's Spark Spiritual Academy, it's the Own It program, it's all these things, and it's easy, I think, for us to hide behind all of those things.
It is. You know what I find funny is that I think a lot of people that come from the background of service, whether that be in like corporate or anywhere else, if you were in a position that required you to be of service to other people, when you step out, and then go on your own and decide to do your own thing, that's a tough transition because you still want to be up.
Oh, we lost you, Shakima.
It's hard to then realize.
Okay, I think you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, I can honestly relate because the same thing happened to me. I worked for years and years. Like I was dabbling in entrepreneurship, and I knew that it was what I was supposed to be doing, but I was never fully confident that I could pull this off. And so I went back and forth, amazing job opportunity. This person said I should work with that person. Like dance for a while. And all of those positions, I was in a we need to push this business forward. We need to make things work, but I was being of service. I was being of service to other employees. I was being of service to the CEOs, and how can we all make this work? And coming from that place of really wanting to help and make change and impact and do all that. And then when I made the decision, I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave corporate for a bit, and I'm really gonna focus on being an entrepreneur and growing my own business. I still wanted to be of service to my clients, to the fact that I wasn't really owning all of my experiences, everything that I had learned, everything that I knew, I wasn't stepping up. And so that was a hard pill to swallow.
Well, I'm going to call you out on that because, yes, when I first met you, you were definitely, first off, you are brilliant at helping newer entrepreneurs get out of that stuckness, where you get started, they have this passion, they know what they want to do, and then they put it out there, and then everything kind of gets halted. And you're brilliant at working people through that. But I remember when I first met you, you could tell you were so passionate and really wanting to be of service. There was the part of you though that was hiding behind like other people, like you allowed other people to kind of shine.
Yes.
I think we have the same thing. Oh my God.
Everybody has the same thing.
It's in terms of like having like shining the light on other people and really saying, hey, look at this person, they've got something amazing, right?
Yeah. It's so true. And that's when you because they're out there owning it.
Yes.
So you have to put that back on yourself. And so for me personally, it's a matter of, because you go back and forth. You go between days where you feel like I am incredibly confident, I've got this, I'm doing what I need to do. And then days when you're like under the covers, why the hell am I doing this?
Yeah, like
it's probably easier somewhere else. But you have to find those things that put you back in that zone. Those things that you realize I'm owning this. I know how to do this. For me, it's been looking back at past successes. Yeah. So whenever I start to feel like, oh goodness, what's going on? Why is this working with my business? I have to look back at all the past successes. Because I've had many. I've had clients that went on to create successfully, and people who have made a lot of money because of my help and my input. So the proof is there.
Yeah.
But I need to get it together. One second. Thing is playing in my black background. There we go.
Yeah, so I think that a lot of us female entrepreneurs, because we do want to be of service, that we have the tendency to kind of do that back and forth where when we're focusing on helping others, then we're really out there. But then when it comes to marketing and putting ourselves out there and sometimes communicating our message, I know that for me, a long time, that was a struggle. Like I felt like I got really clear on my purpose and my passion and what I was doing and who I was doing it for. But then if somebody were to ask me, you know, what is it you do? I'd be like, I don't, you know, and then I'd feel like a bumbling idiot. And it's interesting how kind of when we're put under pressure that it's like the wheels kind of fall off.
Oh yeah. Because that's it's a tense experience. You know, and someone's like on the spot and they want you to say something amazing. So in your head, you're trying to keep up. Okay, what the hell is it that I do? What is my purpose? And then how can I word that in such a way that sounds so amazing that this person's going to be intrigued? That's a lot.
Yep.
To try to process. Or you can take it a step further, where you feel clear and confident in all of this stuff. And then you start reading someone else's stuff.
Oh gosh, yes. To all those overachievers and perfectionists out there who get into the comparisonitis.
Yes.
That's the quickest way to like take yourself down and really shoot yourself and drop your confidence like none other. Yeah. So let's talk about, you know, I think when we are putting our focus and attention on our businesses, a lot of times our personal lives can kind of go to the wayside. So, I think it's really important that, you know, looking at how we can also own what it is that we want and go after what we want in our relationships, whether it's you're single or, I mean, you're of course married, but getting what you need and want out of your relationship and life in general. I know that that's been a constant struggle for me, is putting work to the side. And yes, Shakima knows very well what I'm talking about because we've had this conversation. And, you know, being a very creative minded person, I have all these ideas and I'm like, ooh, let's do this. I want to do that. And usually I'm like, when I have an idea, I want to do it now. Everything else, I clear everything else off, and then it's like I think my computer was in my body.
The inability to turn things off is a blessing and a curse.
Yes.
Because it's great that you're being creative and you're thinking and you're doing things, and that's amazing. But then when do you cut it out? When do you just step away and have that personal downtime?
Yeah.
You know?
It's so true. And I think that we have to learn how to really prioritize what's important to us. Because, you know, they say money isn't everything. Money is important, depending on what kind of lifestyle you want. But also, you don't want to put your life on hold until your business gets to a certain level.
Of course. You have to own your personal aspirations. We'll put it like that. Just as much as you are showing up and being confident and stuff in business, you have to show up in your life with the same type of vigor. You know, you have to be ready to put the work away and go do something that makes you happy. You know, that's important. I realized probably when I was first starting out, I was so attacked. I was like you. The computer was with. It was like my third child. And I would sit every night and work and look over and see my husband. And I'm working and I'm watching my husband. And I'm like, shouldn't I be talking to him? Or actually spending time with this man? We'd have become like, I don't want to say roommates because we were still incredibly connected, but it was he's doing his one thing, whatever it was, watching TV or something, and I'm sitting there and I'm so disconnected.
Yeah.
You know, and that after a while has the potential to ruin a relationship.
Yes.
So
yeah,
you got to disconnect.
Not only relationships, but your business. I mean,
exactly.
In the past, my old pattern was that I'd get into that grind and I would be like working, trying to figure out the best way to put things out there, to market it, to do this, do that. And I would get so caught up in my to-do list. I mean, my list was just like, ridiculously long. And I would just, I'd be great clicking through these things on my list, but the joy in my life was down to like zip.
Yeah.
That's not living. That's
not.
What's that saying? You live to work?
And work to live.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
You live to work.
You gotta own your joy, honey.
That's right. You gotta own your joy. Yeah. Just the other day, I decided, God, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go just like completely turn everything off, and I went outside with a book I've been wanting to read, and then I totally passed out. I was like, I woke up and I had like, one of those sleep comas because I slept so well, just like relaxing in the sun.
Oh my goodness. You passed out on the lawn?
Lawn, yeah, on a lawn chair. It's
nice.
I know. And then, like you say, bringing more joy. And that's in like really thinking about self-care.
Yes.
Self-care is like so important. And I think a lot of us entrepreneurs, we put it on the back burner. We keep like working on our business or working on, whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. And that becomes our sole focus. And then everything else goes out the window.
And I think the self-care combined with tapping into yourself regularly. What do I want? Why am I doing this? What's the next step? Doing those personal assessments help you feel better and help you own it. Because all of it's internal. All of it's internal. All that stuff that's going to happen that's going to blow up and that's going to skyrocket your success in the external world all starts internally. And so if you are taking care of yourself, in alignment, then you have the greater potential to go out there and just rock.
Well, and I think that what you're kind of alluding to is, tapping into your intuition.
Yes.
There are times when, that's kind of like a little clue to me. If there are not things that are kind of flowing and happening synchronistically, where things just kind of line up and it feels so magical and it's like, wow, how'd that happen?
Yeah.
If I notice, or when I notice that has stopped happening, or I feel like there's that disconnect and I'm not receiving signs, source, universe, God, whatever you like to name it, I know that I'm working too hard. I'm too focused on the doing rather than the mindset and the being.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about this just the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, you know what? I have crowded out universe. I've crowded out source. So I was kind of like trying to do all the work. And I think that is such a huge, like when you can get that and really feel that and embody it and know, like you can recognize, I'm doing too much of the work here.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowing kind of the flow and the opportunities to show up for me.
Yeah.
That's huge.
You've literally just asked for the guidance. And then completely shut your ear to the guidance.
Right.
You know?
Like those of us who follow law of attraction, or anyone that does affirmations or anything like that, and like you said, we're praying, or we're chanting, or we're meditating, and then as soon as it's over, we get back on the computer and we're like, okay, I need to post this in 16 different places on Facebook, and how do I launch this thing?
Seriously. And you become a manic person. I have to tell you a quick little funny story, which kind of speaks to this in a certain way.
Yes.
So last week I had an experience in my house. With the phantom rodent or whatever that was running around here. I heard something running around in my bedroom. I got insanely scared, freaked out, called everyone. I had, maintenance, pest control, family, friends, everyone come and look and see if they saw anything, right? I have there are no holes in my apartment. There's no reason that I would have rodents. I have no idea where they would even come from. But I heard something. And so because I heard something, that was it, right? And they're doing a lot construction really right next to me. And that creates a lot of noises. And so honestly, I'm starting to think that that's what it was. That it was the construction, some type of noise that I heard and perceived it as something else, and it wasn't that. But in the midst of all of this happening, because now, mind you, it's been a week, and I'm still very paranoid. I was like, okay, universe. Whatever it was, if it was something, please do not let it come back. Because you know how paranoid I am. Please don't let this thing come back. And that was that became like my prayer. Right? However, when my husband's home and we're lying in bed, I'm going, I wish that thing would come back right now so he could hear what I heard.
Yes.
And I've been doing this like every morning. And it's like, you can't ask for something to disappear and then ask for it to come back and upset you in the way that you know it's going to upset you. You're trying to control this, and you need to let it go.
Yeah.
So that's my experience.
So funny. And I think, how often do we do that? If we kind of reverse that, where we're thinking about what we want, we're wanting to manifest something, and we put the intention out there, and then what do? We're focusing on everything we don't want. I mean, it's just the same in reverse. And then, so because you're hoping for this little guy to come back, he's not.
Thank you.
Or we can, maybe after this call, we need to do a psych eval, and I can do a psych eval.
Quite possibly. Because everyone thinks I've lost it.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, no. You know what? It might have been just a little message for you.
Listening so hard.
Well, maybe that.
Yeah, to the point where you're creating things.
Yeah. That's a whole another conversation about how we get in our own way by we create problems where there aren't any. We create challenge. We create struggle. We create drama.
Oh, we've had these conversations.
Oh, go
in
ahead.
In terms of creating obstacles. Sometimes we create our own obstacles.
Do you have something to call me out on? Or is there what comes to mind?
Well, we've been working for quite a while together.
Yeah.
have to ease in slowly.
This was a while back ago. No, you know what? That's the thing. You know, I am determined to clean and clear all this stuff out because it's important to me to become my best self and really like, you know, yeah, just go for it. So anyway,
yes.
Please share.
Well, I was just mentioning how and the both of us have done this. You know, we've had amazing ideas, and instead of taking this idea and taking the easy route to this idea, it's like no, we need this, we need that, we need this and that. I can speak for myself personally. I have an idea of something that I'd like to launch. Instead of going, okay, what is the easy path to launching this? It's like, I want to do 5 other programs before I get to this one program. Why? And I'm going to take people through this amazing experience and this wonderful, funnel that ultimately ends up there, but it could have ended up there a whole lot sooner had I just cut a lot of those obstacles out. You know? And so and that's when you're like throwing your own obstacles, throwing your own wrenches in the game.
Right. Yep. And I think that goes back to the comparisonitis. It's like we have all of these people, all of these marketing people out there, or all of these experts that are saying, oh, you have to launch this way, you have to do this, you need to have a sales funnel. And I think that we are over bombarded with so many right ways to do it that it just gets really confusing. And I think that is another reason why, you know, what I was saying earlier about learning your intuition. How does your intuition speak to you, and following that? Because above anything else, your intuition is like your best dating guru, your best business partner, your best money manager. I mean, all of these things. Once you really learn how to discern your higher self or your intuition from, say, your negative ego.
I agree. And to get a little bit more blunt with that, the phrase that we were talking about last week, screw it, don't do it.
Yep.
There, like you said, people are doing all types of stuff. And everyone has the right way of how to do things. And you get bombarded and you think, okay, I need to try this strategy and that strategy. And everyone's idea and everyone's strategy about how they did it. That doesn't mean it's going to work for you. That doesn't even mean that you're actually going to want to do all that stuff. Right. And you may have resistance. So you have to find what it is that works for you. If you don't want to post 100 things on Twitter, then don't post 100 things on Twitter and Facebook. Just don't do it. Find another way.
Yep.
You know, and you have to get to that place where you are like, okay, I understand this may be the easy way to do it, or so-and-so who made 7 figures in 2 months did it this way. But they were in alignment with that. And that's why it worked.
Yeah.
And if you're not in alignment with that, it's not guaranteed that you'll get the same results. So you have to find what you are in alignment with.
So true.
That's when you're owning it.
That's right. Own it. Well, and most of those people have teams doing it for them.
It's true.
Yeah.
They have the background help. You know? And when you have background help, you can execute incredibly quick. But if you're a one-woman operation, then you may need to tweak a few things, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, find what works for you, and stick with it.
That's right. Awesome. Well, I wanted to make sure we kept this to about 30 minutes. So let's wrap this party up.
Yes.
So I know you have something incredible for people that want to take their business to the next level. So why don't you share what that is?
Sure, I certainly will. Well, I am incredibly passionate about helping people find the clarity in terms of their business, in terms of their offerings, their messaging. Only because I know that a lot of us go in circles. And it's like, I think I want to do this. I think this is for this group of people. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. I haven't tried it. And in all that time that it's taking you to run in circles, you are delaying the actual start of your business and significantly delaying the cash flow. Mm-hmm. So I have created a one-on-one experience that literally helps me get in your head. Nice. And I get in your head and extract all of this pertinent, really good, juicy information pertaining to your business, pertaining to your messaging, pertaining to your offering, who you're going after, what your why is within your business, your story. I dig really deep into all of it. And then together, we are literally crafting the foundation of your business. Mm-hmm. And that comes in a beautifully package strategy report that you can then use to move forward and basically create all of the building blocks. You can create a website, you can create your copy, you'll be much clearer on all of those pertinent issues and things that you need to move forward. So I'm excited about it because I'm very hands-on, and I know that's a part of my business that I like to keep. I don't want to. I need to feel people, you know. I need to be close and I need to be hands-on with my clients. And so this offering gives me a way to do that. It's 30 days. I call it, it's like quick, dirty, and simple. But you get a lot out of it. You leave with insane amounts of clarity.
Oh yeah, it's like totally like business therapy, right?
It is business therapy.
Yeah, you put them on your virtual couch, your virtual sofa, and
lie down and talk to me.
Yeah.
And at the end, I give you back your findings.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I am so blessed to have Shakima. You're like, you know, because we mastermind every single week together. It's like, you know, you're in my back pocket at all the time.
I'm glad. I'm super glad.
Yes. Yeah. So where can people find out more about that?
Well, they can actually email me directly. It's exclusive. It's so exclusive I haven't listed it yet on my site.
So this is like you're announcing it here first.
Yes. This is like the invite to the secret party. It's happening. But my email address is info@shakimamartinez.com. And if you just want to pop an email over and say, I heard about that offering and I'm interested, I will certainly get back to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so your website is
ShakimaMartinez.com.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I want to hear about what you've got going, because we've been talking about owning it.
That's
and
right.
so it's only right that we hear about Own It program.
Own It, the program. Yeah, so first I want to share that I am doing a 5-day Periscope challenge starting tomorrow. Yes. And so you can make sure to get on the list for that. That is at bit.ly. That's bit.ly/Own It Challenge, all lowercase. So bit.ly / Own It Challenge. And so each day I'm going to share a step in my Spark process. These are like the steps that really will help you own it in your business, your life, in your relationships. I really like to say that it helps in all areas of your life.
It does.
It does. Yeah. So I know because Shakima has
I've been through
behind the scenes of all of this juicy info, and the program itself is very experiential. So it's going to be a Google Hangout every week for 8 weeks. And so we are going to do I'm going to do some training, but then a lot of very hands-on, kind of like masterminding, coaching. I'm going to do coaching because, that's something that I know that is my zone of brilliance. Kind of like Shakima, getting in your head, with my training as a therapist, I can take it deep. And really, very quickly, I can identify what someone's blocks are. So if you find yourself over and over kind of hitting those same obstacles, whether it's you keep attracting the wrong person, the wrong guy into your life, or you are stuck in business. Also, a big piece of this is really, as the name says, owning it. So owning your confidence and embracing all parts of yourself, all parts of your experience, good, bad, and ugly, and realizing that that's what makes you unique, and that's what's going to make people very attractive to you in your business, in your love life, and in life in general. So it's an experience, and I would certainly love for you to join me. I'm going to be offering some awesome bonuses, and so the page that you can get more information is at theawakenedgoddess.com/own-it. And so the cart is not open yet. You do have to wait, but it will be opening in the next week after the challenge is up. So make sure to hop on that challenge because it's going to be fun. The periscopes are probably going to be about 20-30 minutes, really like casual. And
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
You won't see me, but I'll be there.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah, so if you guys aren't familiar with Periscope, you can follow me there on The Awakened Goddess. And Periscope is this really cool way to do live streaming, kind of like Google Hangout, but without the other people involved with the video chat. So yeah, so all right. Any last words, Miss Shakima?
My only last words are definitely check out Angela's own program. I have been through a few of Angela's prior programs, which have really helped me step into what I've wanted to do and just feel more comfortable and more in alignment. And they have truly helped me. And so if you are ready to own it for the rest of this year and go into next year owning it, then this is a good start.
Yeah. I love that. You got the head swivel.
You've got when you talk about owning it, you've got to do all this body stuff.
Maybe we'll have to do some like dance parties.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna join us. So.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's wrap her up. And also, I forgot to mention, if you are not familiar with the Awakened Goddess show, definitely check it out because I have amazing guests on that show every single week, and incredible resources, incredible tips, and check it out. All right. I thank you all for joining us today, and love and blessings to you.
Bye.
Bye.